Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Enjoying Retirement. Today, we're going to take a cruise up to Tracy Arm Fjord out of Juneau, Alaska. Now, we're taking ours on AlanMarineTours.com, and that's what this boat is with. But many of you will arrive by cruise ship, and you may have your own boats. But the fjord part will be exactly the same. Just the beginning is going to be a little bit different. The Alan Marine boat is fantastic. Nice, warm, comfy inside. Great chairs. Snack bar in the back. We'll get back to that a little bit more. Just note they don't have any warm food back there. Now, come out back, you got a nice observation area at the stern, but let's go upstairs. This is where most of the sightseeing portion is going to take place. A big, beautiful, wide open deck. And also right behind the captain, there's an area with about 12 additional chairs. So let's look at the route from Juneau. It's going to be about 80 miles up to the South Sawyer Glacier. That's the name of the glacier at the end of the Tracy Arm Fjord. 4.5 hours to get there, half hour around, 2.5 hours back. But please note that's going to all change depending upon the weather, the ice, and everything else. So they may go to the North Arm. They're going to give you a good show either way. So our cruise left at 11 o'clock sharp, and here we go. And yep, there are a lot of cruise ships that come into Juneau. Here's a key thing. No such thing as bad weather, only bad choices in clothes. That's attributed to many people. Make sure you dress for rain and wind. The mountains around Juneau provides the rain, and the boat will provide the wind. But hey, if it's rainy, be happy. Credible waterfalls, low glare, and the animals are going to be more active. And downstairs, free coffee, tea, and hot chocolate. You can't beat a deal like that, and trust me, I used a lot of it. So, we went on June 28th to give you an idea of what it's like at the end of June. After about 2 hours, you've traveled almost 50 miles, and now you're getting to the entrance of the Tracy Arm. I want to point out here, see the ruffles on the water? This is the terminal moraine for the Sawyer Glacier. So this is where the glacier ended at the end of the last Glacier Maximus, and it dumped all of the rocks and boulders that it had been pushing along. Right now we have about another 30 miles to get to where the glacier is. But shortly after that turn, we see one of the most exciting sights I've seen in my life. And I've been around quite a bit. I've always seen these on TV, but I've never seen a blue iceberg in person. It was beautiful. This thing's quite large, and the captain was nice enough. He made 2 slow circles around it so that we could make sure that we get just beautiful views of it. So I'm going to spend a little bit more time showing this because this was one of the true highlights of the cruise. And for my dime, it made the cruise worth it all by itself. Now that glacier no longer exists. It's long melted back into the sea, and there's no guarantee that you'll see anything like that, but there's a good chance depending upon when you go. And if you don't, enjoy these beautiful waterfalls. Hey, it may be raining and sleeting out there, but that's the price you pay for getting these wonderful views. These canyons can be over 1,000 foot tall, and those are 1,000 foot waterfalls. It is absolutely gorgeous up there. The sleet continues, and as we move up, the ice starts getting a little more noticeable on the river, and it even forms a crust of sleet, as we'll see in a little bit. But I'm just going to enjoy some of these waterfalls. If you go at a different time of year, you'll have different water levels and things like that, so you may get to see something else. But trust me, your captain is going to take every opportunity to highlight what there is to see, whether that's animals or nature. Those are the first wild killer whales we've seen in all of our travels, and that was quite a treat. I've been standing outside a lot, and like I said, I took great advantage of the free tea and hot chocolate. And those are our first seals. They won't be our last. Notice the sleet forming on top of the water in addition to the increased ice. And there is the South Sawyer Glacier itself. That's our first view. But looking at all this ice, I really started wondering if we were going to make it up there. So, we will see. But in the meantime, enjoy the sounds. Yeah, you kind of get used to the sound of ice hitting the aluminum hull of the ship, and eventually you make peace with it. But hey, it was a beautiful trip. Now there is too much ice for us to get up to the glacier face itself, but that's okay. We were back a ways. See those dark specks out there? Those are more seals. So you can see seals almost everywhere along here. And you do get a pretty good view of the glacier itself, but yeah, obviously we're not going to get up there. Later in the year, maybe the boat will take you right up to the face, but even though this was the end of June, they said this was one of their first trips where they actually got this far up. So take that into consideration based upon the timing of when you're there. And as I said before, if the ice is too thick for them to get you to the South Sawyer Glacier, I'm sure they will find something else that's equally beautiful to let you see. I'm just fascinated by this blue ice. More seals. And then after cruising around about 30 minutes up there, it was time to go ahead and slowly turn around and start making our way back. So let's take a 360 view from the deck of the ship. So this cruise turned out to be a bucket list trip. I never even knew it was on my bucket list till I took it. It is that good, ice and all. If you do get a chance to go to Juneau, I can't imagine missing this opportunity. And like I said, no matter what you took to get there, your experience will be similar in the distance and times, and your wildlife opportunities will vary depending upon nature. But I do urge you to take this trip. It is absolutely beautiful. Well worth the money. In fact, I can write off a trip to Antarctica now because, hey, I've seen it in America, and that's good enough for me. Well, hope you got something out of this. Hope it helps make your decision whether you go on this tour or not. Thanks for watching, and as always, I am enjoying retirement.